Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Taylor Swift tracks that pair best with crunchy leaves and pumpkin spice lattes.
You put me on and said I was your favorite.
Number 10, Begin Again, Taylor's version. The start of the season is a great opportunity to turn over a new leaf and start anew. Some might even say it's a great time to begin again.
I can put my headphones on. He always said he didn't get this song, but I do.
A surprising detour on what's largely a breakup album. It's no coincidence that this song falls at the end of the original track list. The lyrics mark the point after a breakup when you can finally begin to heal.
And for the first time, what's past is past.
Swift recounts a first date where she realizes she's ready to truly move on for the first time. For an album steeped in fall vibes, this soft rock ballad has been said to pull influence from the likes of Joni Mitchell and Swift's early country sound, wrapping us in a big blanket in the process.
On a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again.
Number 9, Tim McGraw. Ah, summer love. As the seasons change, many of those flings are destined to sizzle out. There's no better soundtrack to your woes than this country tune from the early debut days of this love story queen.
And I'm back for the first time since then. I'm standing on your street.
Penned when Swift was a high school freshman, Tim McGraw reminisces about a short-lived romance and the heartbreak that follows. The first verse introduces us to a former love affair that the narrator hasn't moved past. But it's the second verse where we get a glimpse of a sad September of washed-up memories and nostalgia.
It's hard not to find it all a little bittersweet.
Tim McGraw is twangy and evocative, with lyrics that flow like a love letter that we can't stop rereading every fall.
You think Tim McGraw, I hope you think of me.
Number 8, Marjorie. Fall can be fun, but it can also be a time to reflect. When it comes to blasting a sad song and diving into our emotions, nothing fits the bill like the Aaron Dessner-produced Marjorie.
What died didn't stay dead. You're alive in my head.
Track 13 on Evermore is a haunting ballad that reflects upon the relationship between Swift and her maternal grandmother, Marjorie Finley. The track features backing vocals from the late Finley herself, as well as poignant advice about life and death.
Your name Marjorie, all your closets of backlog dreams, and how you left them all to me.
The grief-stricken bridge in particular sees Swift evoke strong imagery of autumn days and colorful skies. As fall rolls around, you can catch us listening to this song on repeat, and wiping tears from our eyes every time.
If I didn't know better, I think you were singing to me now.
Number 7, Red, Taylor's version. As temperatures cool and days get shorter, we find ourselves drawn into our homes more and more. This mini withdrawal from society often leads to a lot of reflection, especially when it comes to past relationships.
Like the colors in autumn so bright, just before they lose it all.
The title track from Taylor Swift's genre-spanning album, Red sets the scene for a season of contemplation. A mix of pop and folk, Red uses a range of colors to describe the protagonist's feelings. The lyrics carry a sense of nostalgia that make us come back to it when the leaves prepare to fall. Whether it's because of a past relationship or the colors of the foliage, you can bet we're reminiscing about burning red every year. Number 6, Champagne Problems. Someone grab the tissues because we're turning on the waterworks. If there's one thing Taylor Swift can do, it's bring you to tears with her lyrical mastery.
Dropped your hand while dancing, left you out there standing, crestfallen on the...
Champagne Problems holds a powerful narrative about college sweethearts who are torn apart by a rejected proposal. While heartbreak ballads are not unfamiliar to Swift's discography, this particular track tackles particularly mature subject matter.
Left beyond your reaches, and I couldn't give a reason. Champagne problem.
If we're mending our broken hearts, it's hard not to feel a crisp chill in the air whenever the song comes on. The storytelling in the bridge, in particular, transports us to fall days on college campuses, and we can't help but cherish the cooler weather in those moments.
Dorm was once a madhouse. I made a joke, well, it's made for me. How evergreen.
Number 5. The Best Day, Taylor's version. The love between a mother and daughter is something special. This heartfelt tribute from Taylor Swift to her mother Andrea proves that.
And I had the best days with you.
The Best Day is one big love letter to childhood and growing up, a nostalgic trip through time to simpler days and beautiful memories. The first verse in particular gives off major fall vibes, as Swift describes pumpkin patches, big coats, and golden skies.
Change in the fall, but I know you're not scared.
The acoustic-driven melody is cheery and uplifting. In other words, it's an instant mood booster that makes us want to drive through colorful foliage on a sunny autumn day after thanking our own maternal figures.
I didn't know if you knew, so I'm taking this chance to say.
Number 4. Back to December, Taylor's version. Typically, we associate December with the holidays, but before the holly jolly festivities begin, it's time to say goodbye to the final moments of fall that precede winter setting in.
And then the cold came, the dark days when fear crept into my mind.
Saying goodbye is never easy, and neither is realizing you didn't know you had a good thing until it's gone. That's how we feel about the end of autumn each year.
Father, when my pride standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night.
In Back to December, Swift explores a past relationship that she regrets giving up on. Her wistful and passionate lyrics always catch us in the feels and create the perfect ambiance for a cold, late autumn day.
So right, and now you held me in your arms that September night.
Number 3. August. In July 2020, August entered our lives, and we have never looked at the month the same since.
Whispers, are you sure?
Technically speaking, August isn't in the fall. However, the late summer month ushers in the end of one season and the start of a new one. The same can be said about Taylor Swift's Folklore track, which describes a summer affair turned sour after the protagonist's beau ultimately returns to his girlfriend.
I get sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
There's nothing like hearing Swift croon about August slipping away as our days become shorter, and the season begins to draw to an untimely end. Summer might be over, but at least we can get excited about fall.
For me, it was enough to live for the hope of it all.
Number 2. Cardigan. Can you feel that chill in the air? It feels like time to grab our favorite cardigan and get cozy by a fire, or maybe disappear to a woodsy cabin. Whatever your preference, you can be sure that Cardigan will be the perfect soundtrack to cold autumn nights.
You put me on and said I was your favorite.
This crooning folk rock track ushered in a brand new era for Swift that was different from anything we'd heard from the songstress before. The opening notes immediately set the vibe to pensive and welcoming, and the expressive lyrics drive it all the way home.
Smell of smoke would hang around this long, 'cause I knew everything when I was young.
We would be lying if we said we didn't immediately crank this tune on the first rainy, cold day of every autumn, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
You come back to me, and you come back.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. All Too Well, Sad Girl Autumn version, recorded at Long Pond Studios. Grab your scarf and jump in the car, 'cause we're getting lost upstate.
Wind in my hair, I was there, I remember it all too well.
When Taylor Swift put out her version of Red, she gifted fans the 10-minute version of this beloved song in the vault. Just when we thought it couldn't get better, Swift surprised everyone by releasing another version of the classic, this time recorded at Aaron Dessner's Long Pond Studios.
'Cause there we are again, I loved you so.
Leaning into the sad girl autumn trend, this interpretation is slowed down and stripped back to spotlight Swift's voice and a piano. It may not be the happiest song on your playlist, but it's the perfect one to play while you stare out a foggy window on a long fall car ride. Just don't try to say the title 5 times fast.
Between us, do you remember it all too well?
Which Taylor Swift song will you be adding to your fall playlist this year? Let us know in the comments.
But you put too much cinnamon in it because you're too excited because it's fall.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.